My name is Nacho, welcome back to the channel. So the One Piece live action is here. And I'm supposed to hate it. Because it's Netflix. They've ruined Death Note. They've ruined Cowboy Bebop. They've ruined The Witcher. They are like the reverse Midas. Almost everything they touch turns into shit. All those IPs that I loved were butchered in their adaptations.
My handmaiden and I are in need of one of your portals. To Arethusa.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
That being said, after one episode of One Piece, I don't think it's total garbage. If you don't know what One Piece is, I'm not gonna tell you, because the anime has 1070 episodes, the manga even more. It's only one of the longest running franchises ever. However, if you haven't seen or read much of it, it's not gonna really affect your experience with the show. So I watched the first episode and there were some things that I liked and some things that I didn't. Same as what my doctor told me when I asked him about my test results. Let's start with the positives. The set design in this show is amazing. I can't emphasize enough how clean and faithful the majority of set pieces look. Even the generated ones are crazy good. Same as the costume design, the marine outfits, the main crews, Shanks' crews. If you're a fan of the anime, it's not gonna be hard for you to tell who is who just based on how they are dressed, even if the actor doesn't quite look the part. The story pretty much starts the same as the original, does not take long to kick off. Some of the actors are massively on point. Surprisingly, Kobe, Garp, this guy nails it. Nami, Morgan, even some of the action scenes, particularly the ones with Zoro in them, are very well shot and have very decent fight choreography. Now, there were also a lot of things I disliked. Let's start with a big one. If you're a fan of the show, it's unlikely that Luffy is your favorite character from the beginning. He can definitely grow on you, but he tends to be a bit obnoxious. He's really fucking cool, but he's definitely the comedic relief of the anime and sometimes he can get a bit annoying. Now that over-the-top energy works really well in the anime, but it's pretty hard to translate into live action. And Iñaki Godoy does not translate it well. He's just too much. I don't know, it could be me that I'm not really vibing with him. It could be that he seems to know fuck all about the show.
Oh man, I mean, I gotta go with the gum fruit. It's the coolest fruit ever. A cup of water right there, I can just stretch my hand and grab it, you know. I think the gum fruit is great.
In a world where the Ope Ope no Mi exists, he says, oh, the gum fruit. The one I have. Who the fuck? Or the fact that him yelling the gum attacks, or just King of the Pirates to the fucking heirs feels cringy as fuck. Or that his accent is very noticeable in comparison with the other characters, which is another thing I disliked. For some reason, at some points, there's a lot of accents going on at the same time, which is either on purpose because people move around a lot in a pirate show, that I couldn't understand, or it's a very big oversight by the production. And if you think I'm being picky, then you must be new to the channel, please subscribe. Coming from the anime where everyone speaks Japanese, that really stood out for me. In the topic of being picky, the change on how Luffy ate the devil fruit also kinda feels off. The reveal when he turned into a rubberman was much more entertaining in the anime, same as Shanks' reaction. Someone should have told Peter Gaddian that he's being paid for doing this. Maybe that would have helped him act a bit better, or at all. He has a chance on redemption though. 1. It all depends on how he performs during the Sea King scene. Because after that, we don't see much of Shanks at all. The music is a big part of the anime. I love the One Piece soundtrack. Some of the openings are primo gym playlist quality. And even though there was the faintest Binks no Sake playing in the background at one point, I don't get why more of the original soundtrack wasn't used. Like the Call of the Sea from Roger was followed by a song that referenced the original anime. I get that you can't have a full anime opening in a TV show, but just play We Are. Like, I left everything in that place. Zoro is by far my favorite character in the anime. He's cool, he's strong, he has a similar sense of direction than me, and Makenyu is not bad. He does pump up the I'm so cool factor to like 11, but so far it's acceptable. The motherfucker in real life though, expressionless.
So cool!
And his fight scenes are definitely the best in the episode. Not with Luffy though. In the anime, the fight against Morgan goes very smoothly, denoting how good of a team they make from the start, but in the live action, they are very sloppy. Luffy even crashes against him at one point. Same as Nami, cause that guy just fell. But she's a navigator of the crew, I don't expect her to be the best fighter. She's a thief, and Emily Rod plays that very well. She's also pretty hot. And I'm happy that they didn't race swap her as they did Alvida. I can't wait for the woke crowd's reaction when they found out that her devil fruit makes her slim. The fuckers that defended the Duff commercial are gonna have an aneurysm. Another thing that I feel was lost in translation is the humor. When they are trying to be subtle with it, it's funny. Like Zoro saying, "Get a drink from my friend as well cause he's had a tough day." And it's literally the guy he just split in half in a bag. That was funny. But there were other moments where I'm guessing they were trying to be funny that just came out as awkward. I'm sure they're gonna say that the butt cheeks in that scene were crucial for the plot. You can definitely tell that Eiichiro Oda had a very close eye over the production of this, and knowing Netflix, I don't blame him. He was even spotted watching over people's reaction in the screenings, and it's reflected in the Rotten Tomato reviews. A lot of critics accepted, and a vast majority of the fans loved it, for one very simple reason. They stick to the original source material.
That's it!
Lauren Hisrich is reading that comment while pulling hairs from her skull. I don't get it, I did the same thing in my show. No, you didn't.
Dumb bitch.
Apparently the show is very over the top up until episode 4, then it settles down a bit. Which is not great if you ask me, because that means you have to make it until episode 4. But inherently, One Piece is a very vibrant and wacky over the top anime most of the times. So I'm gonna give it a whirl and see how it progresses. I'm still in the belief that some things in the anime just won't translate well to the live action. Just from the previews, I can tell you that Arlong does not look good, and that's only by judging the size difference. He's a Gyojin. They tower over every other character. That's what makes them different and special. That dude looks like a regular guy just covered in purple latex. I missed the line when I first recorded this, but even if the show is sensational, they are gonna run into a wall eventually. Maybe when this motherfucker comes around. Although they do have a surplus of them in America. So maybe not. But I'm getting ahead of myself. After one episode, I don't hate the show. I'm also not blown away by it. It's just hovering on that limbo of bingeable content that I might just watch once and never revisit again. That, however, might change with the following episodes. In completely separate news, I'm going to see my folks for the first time in a very long time, so I might have to slow down the videos for the month of September. I'm still gonna try to pump that 4 while I'm on holidays with them, so I might have to revisit this show once I watch the whole thing. That of course might change if this goes viral, but given the performance of my last one, I kinda doubt it. But if you watch this far into the video, leave us a like. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the first season of One Piece? And as always, I've been Nacho, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.